go. Hey, Facebook and YouTube and community out there. We have had a lot of technical difficulties today, and so we are recording this yet again, but I just wanted to share some things going on. So, as you know, with Healing Adventures, we are a hypnosis practice, but we do a lot of things. There's a whole point in why it's called Healing Adventures, because you can go on many different adventures, whether it be through hypnosis or Reiki or workshops. And so, we're getting ready to launch our very first workshop. And I'm here to introduce the person that I will be co-leading that workshop with, which I'm very excited, is Joyce Knoll, who's a very dear friend of mine. And so, as you know, with Healing Adventures, there's a lot of things we do. We do quantum healing hypnosis, introspective hypnosis. We also do beyond quantum healing hypnosis. So there's a number of things. But as some of you may know, in my past, I had a coaching business and facilitated workshops specifically with women. Joyce and I have always talked about relationships specifically. I actually met her, 2007, which is 11 years ago. Actually, it'll be 11 years in July. So July or
Wow.
August, I think, is when we actually met. And I met her through one of my greatest teachers. And when I say one of my greatest teachers, it was one of the most challenging relationships I've ever been in. Very much so. And we can definitely, probably have time to share about that on our actual call and in the workshop. But that is how I met her, through one of my previous relationships. And her and I just connected on such a deep level. And we've always had this passion for relationships. And we've really walked some parallel journeys in terms of our healing process and our spiritual process. And so I wanted to introduce all of you to her tonight. We are going to be hosting a free call on June 7th at 7 p.m. Central. As much as we love all of our men out there, this call is going to be really geared towards women. This workshop is geared towards women. So we are speaking to all of the women, all of you women out there, whether you are single, married,
Yes.
wherever you are in life, we are speaking to you. This really is about getting in touch with your truest self. But before I share too much, I do want to introduce all of you to Joyce. Joyce, please let us know a little bit about you. And I'm so excited that we're going to be doing this workshop
Hello.
together.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. And
Yes.
I just think this is so special and really synchronistic timing.
Yes, absolutely.
I believe I think the world is waking up
Yes,
and new
yes,
paradigm shifts are happening. And
yes,
what the heck do we do with those?
yes.
It's just sometimes we're just on uneasy ground, right? We just need a little
Absolutely.
support. That's what we're here
Absolutely.
for.
Yes, yes.
So, just a little bit of my background. I started this journey way back late 2006, 2007, when Tara and I met, and just having a struggle with my own relationship. Had been married for, I think, over 20 years at that time. I was married in 1985 at the young age of 20.
Wow.
So, and started a family right away, and just lived in reaction mode and just did what I needed to do those years. And so I've always been interested in relationships. My upbringing was a very kaleidoscope of characters, and a little background of addiction and codependency, that type of stuff. So I have a background in that because I did pursue the Al-Anon
Mm-hmm.
portion of that. So I've done a lot of work in that area, as well as relationships. So in 2007, I started a journey learning different subconscious release pattern
Mm-hmm.
techniques. And
Mm-hmm.
that was really fascinating, how our subconscious mind works with the conscious mind, and
Right.
the relationship between the two, and how do we manage all of that. And so I specialized and certified in several different types of techniques, went to massage school. I also do Reiki and all kinds of fun, weird things.
Yeah.
And then I got really heavy. I've always listened to Tony Robbins. He's probably one of my best teachers in that realm, because what Tony does is he goes out and he learns from all the best authors, speakers, leaders, business people, and then he kind of mushes it all together and gives you the content in a way that you can digest it and interpret it into your own life and use it in,
Right.
as efficiently as possible in your own life. And I feel like I'm doing the same thing with all the things that I have experienced and all the courses and classes that I've been through. I've kind of taken all of that knowledge and morphed it into a class work or workshop types of things, and given people something really tangible and something they can really sink their teeth into and use every single day.
Absolutely.
So so I created a little company called Truth in Relationships, and that is my coaching practice. And I also do workshops locally here. I've done workshops in Colorado as well, and I do destination retreats and co-facilitate workshops with other types of people like Tara.
Yay.
And so we're going to be doing that together. That's
Yes.
really fun.
Yes.
So I love working with women, especially. Just they seem so more receptive to this work and this growth, and getting into alignment with themselves, and figuring out, well, what do I want? A lot of
Right.
women, when they get married and they get into relationships, they kind of morph themselves into more so the partnership instead of being this amazing individual. So I help people understand that codependent relationship and help them morph that into more of an interdependent, healthy
Which is
type of
awesome.
relationship.
Yeah, which is
So yeah,
awesome.
fun
Yay.
stuff.
Yeah, and it's so exciting. And basically, what we are calling this course is Awakened Relationships when getting by isn't good enough. And
Yeah.
the idea is we're really speaking to all of those women who you could be in a number of places, but we're really looking at when you're experiencing desperation in your life, like a desperate need to change or to move or to grow, yet you don't know where to go. And so it really
Mhm.
is going to be about from desperation to inspiration, is what we're going to be
Yeah.
looking at, and removing blocks. We're going to be offering hypnosis within this program, also meditation and healing work. There's going to be a lot of healing work. So we're going to really create a beautiful community, lots of camaraderie. It doesn't matter where you are in the realms of relationship, whether you're single, divorced, widowed, never been married, looking to get married, in a
Mhm.
marriage, because this isn't just romantic relationships, it's also
Mm-mm.
relationships to children. I always know for
Okay.
me, parenting is always a big one, like managing that relationship inside of parenting, but also
Mhm.
looking at who are we? We're not just parents, we're not just wives, we are also who we are. And sometimes we get lost, as Joyce was saying, when you get in all of the to do of life, you sometimes lose who
Mhm.
you are. And so we're
Yeah.
really going to be unlocking and unleashing all of that and bringing everything back to self and center, because again, it's about leaving that desperation and living in your fullest inspiration. And
Mhm.
so I'm really excited to be
Yeah.
looking at this because we're going to be exploring it from so many levels. But for those of you women who are watching, we are speaking to you, and we are really looking forward to bringing this to you. And like I said, it will be a free call on June 7th. We will be posting a few more things about what the call is going to look like, because we really want to make sure we're addressing needs.
Mhm.
I've gotten some feedback from some women around. Women want to work on releasing and removing guilt of the choices that they've made, especially both in
Yeah.
relationships and even choices that they've made around parenting. I know I always haven't made all the right choices when it comes to parenting, but it's all trial and error.
Yes,
so,
it is.
so there's a
It is.
lot that we're going to be exploring and really diving into. But I did want to introduce Joyce to all of you, and I'm so just honored and delighted to be working with you, because I think with
Oh,
both of what we've gone through, and her and I
yes.
have walked through the fires. We've walked through some fires, not
Whew.
all fires, but many fires.
Many, many. Yes.
and and it really is about bringing all of that collaborative work that we've done and the healing processes and the tools. I mean, we just want to bring it to people and see what we can
Mhm.
do to support you wherever you
Mhm.
are, wherever you are. So, unless
Yeah.
there's more you want to share.
Well, I think this would be for the woman that is really ready to find some peace within
Mm,
herself.
yeah.
This is really for the woman that is maybe conflicted in her heart.
Mm-hmm.
For the person that is conflicted in a relationship and really doesn't know where to go with this. Um, because what we'll find is that the answers are always within ourselves.
Yes.
And what I love to say is, I'm not really teaching you anything new, but I'm helping you remember
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
things that you always knew.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And second
Either,
guessed yourself on.
yeah,
Second guessed
yes,
yourself on when you
yes, because we
shouldn't.
hear so many outside voices, right? From
Mm-hmm.
parents, old beliefs,
Yes.
from any type of leadership, maybe our
Coworkers.
maybe our church leaders
Yeah.
or coworkers, bosses,
Yes.
other past relationships. What we think we should be doing. We should on ourselves all the time,
Yes.
and just kind of breaking that cycle of that monkey mind
Mm-hmm.
that goes on, and really getting clear. So I hope women are really ready to get some good juicy pieces from this, because they certainly will. We're going to give you a lot to really digest
Yes.
and work with.
Yeah.
um, I know that I love working with Tara, just because she's a lot like I am. In fact, we get to the root cause directly.
Yeah.
I don't like to pussyfoot around.
No, it's not for the
Um,
faint at heart, people.
no,
You'll
and
want to be ready to dive in.
yes,
Yeah.
I don't sugarcoat it.
No.
You're gonna get kind of the raw, honest truth from me.
Yes. Yes.
So if you're ready for that,
Yeah.
then this is probably for you.
Yeah. And you know,
And if you're
something,
ready to have a lot of really great information from a lot of different sources, and you want to save some money on going to a lot of workshops,
yeah.
because Tara and I both have been to a gazillion of them and certified in a lot of different things. I
Yes.
can't even tell you how much money I spent on
Yeah.
workshops and trainings and certifications. So we'll be bringing all of that to the table
Yes.
down the line, and yeah, giving you the best bang for your buck we can do. So
Yeah. And the one thing I wanted to add is, I'm not sure however many of you are aware, but we are on the edge of this amazing paradigm shift. And the
mm,
energies that are flowing in right now is really about divine creation. It really is about, Joyce had mentioned when you're feeling conflicted in your heart and when you're feeling conflicted in your mind, like that there's this part of you that
hmm,
really drives and desires to have this peace in your life, yet with all the outsides of what we should and how we should be and what we're supposed to do, that's where that conflict comes. And it really is
hmm,
about separating and just busting through that so
hmm,
that what can really start to come through is your true essence, is really who you are. What is your bliss? And really living in your bliss. And what are the patterns or what are the blocks that stop you from being that fullest self-expression of yourself?
yeah,
Because we're entering a time where, you know, we just got to let all that go. That's all I'm going to say. We just
yeah,
got to let all that old stuff
yeah,
go. And it
yeah.
is
Things are
about
really
really,
shifting.
yeah, it is really about creating who you really are and stepping
Hmm.
in that and with the confidence, with the vigor, with the knowing that you can do and be whatever it is you say you choose. And,
Yeah, I think people will find that there are possibilities out there that they haven't even thought of, that
yes,
they're not even aware of.
right,
and
absolutely.
and that's what we'll be doing, is bringing people to those awarenesses, to where it opens up so many more possibilities
Yes,
that you didn't even know existed.
yes.
So I'm excited
I'm
about
excited.
that.
And stuff that's going to be opening up for all of us. And it's also,
Yeah,
we're going to create this beautiful camaraderie and a beautiful community of women. And so I just wanted to introduce Joyce to all of you. Keep an eye out.
thank
We are going
you.
to be posting some more information about this call along with a link. We'd love to meet all of you on June 7th at 7 Central. We'll be providing more information as the week goes on. But I
Mhm.
just want to say thank you, Joyce.
Oh,
I'm so
thank
honored and
you.
so excited to be doing this with you.
Me too.
And thank you to all of you who are looking and watching this. We're looking forward to meeting you and so excited to be bringing this to you and going on this healing adventure. Yay!
Yes. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you.